Hi, History Fair students. It's Tyler here, manager of the Chicago Metro History Fair, on another Resource Wednesday. It's a very special Resource Wednesday. As you know, Election Day was yesterday, and so as we are still waiting for results, I thought elections would be a topic on a lot of folks' minds. And so we've got a great resource for you today that I want to share, and that is the Presidency Project from University of California, Santa Barbara. So I'm going to find it here by just typing into my search bar Presidency Project. You can see the URL here is presidency.ucsb.edu, so you could just type that in. But the page you're looking for looks something like this. So this is a great archive of really just any documents or speeches or other materials related to the American presidency. So going all the way back to George Washington and all the way up to the present day, all the way up to they actually archive Donald Trump's Twitter account on here. So really anything related to like communications in history from the president, you can find here. So a lot of great ways to search and explore this website. You can certainly just head to the main page and poke around. There's a lot of great stuff, but I want to show you a couple of different approaches that you could take. The first is just the search tool is really excellent. So it lets you not only break things down by, search terms, keywords that you could type in, but also search for a particular president. So if you're working on something related to Grover Cleveland, you could just search really for any documents that they have from that particular president, and then continue to sort from there. So if you want to maybe look at his State of the Union messages in particular, really great search tool there that'll let you filter things down. I'm going to start my search over. I thought one thing that stuck out to me here as I'm looking, just searching by document category here, I noticed these fireside chats, and so I was curious about that. And so just selecting that and clicking apply and searching for all of the fireside chats, we can see, those are all by Franklin D. Roosevelt. They're all during the time of the Great Depression through World War II. And so if you wanted to talk about how, Franklin D. Roosevelt used this kind of new method of communication with folks throughout the country, all those fireside chats are here for you. So let's click on one and see what we get. Let's look at his fireside chat from I'll just pick a random one, June 28th, 1934. And so we'll go here and we'll click on the actual document title. And so you'll see we've got some metadata here about the author, so the president, when he was president, and things like that, the date of the address, and then, of course, the actual text. So this is, and then, at the bottom of each page, you will find a citation. Make sure that the citation is formatted properly. Don't just copy and paste this necessarily into your annotated bibliography without checking that. But obviously, that's a really great and helpful place to start. And this is not going to work for Franklin D. Roosevelt, since we're talking about the 1930s. But if I were to go back and search, let's say, here, I'll search for something much more recent. So we'll find something by Barack Obama. We'll find one of his State of the Union addresses here. It's kind of a favorite topic of mine. And so if we look for one of his, so let's take 2012, this would have been his first, I accidentally clicked on the president, so that takes you to a lot of information about him and his related documents. I'm going to go back because I meant to click on the actual address itself. So let's take 2012. This would have been his first address after being reelected in 2012. We can see, like I mentioned before, the information about the president, the date, and things like that. But on this one, since it's more recent, we actually have a video available to watch. So there's a link off to the side, or if you scroll all the way down the page, the video, this is a long one, right? The video will be available right there to watch at the bottom. So if you're making a website or anything, be sure that you don't link directly to this. Make sure you're following the rules as far as uploading and embedding any media on your website. But these videos can really be a great way to add to your presentation and make your project pop. So I've showed you a little bit about how to use the search bar. The other one that I wanted to show you how to use this site was if you go click onto documents, they've got a couple of great ways to categorize them. So again, you can look through categories here. So if you are particularly interested in like this year's themes, communication and history, so maybe you want to talk about a specific mode of communication, like executive orders, let's say, you could click here and kind of browse that way. And they also have an archive guidebook that kind of will walk you through what they have in case you're sort of interested in a president or the presidency, but you're not quite sure what you might be able to get from this site. This is sort of a good little guidebook to kind of help understand the scope of the holdings of the American Presidency Project website. So once again, this is the American Presidency Project at presidency.ucsb.edu by the University of California, Santa Barbara. Great place to find tons of primary sources related to the American presidency. So hopefully you will find some use for that as you continue to work on communication and history, the key to understanding. Thanks. Have a great day. Happy Wednesday.